More FPL. Today I want to discuss 3 popular new player picks in each position in FPL. This is players new to the league through transfer or promotion and players that switch Premier League clubs. I discussed some of the most popular picks in each position in my video, linked here. Because some of that list were new players like Haaland and Jesus, I don't discuss them again here. So let's look at goalkeepers, starting with Nick Pope of Newcastle, who comes in at 5 million. He has a decent history in FPL and scored 130 points last season. He's been given a 0.5 million price drop this season and should have a better defence in front of him. Newcastle got 7 clean sheets last season, all after new manager Eddie Howe's arrival. They've added Sven Botman to their defence, but have a mixed opening 8 fixtures. Next is Dean Henderson of Nottingham Forest, who comes in at 4.5 million. He barely featured for Man United, but should be number 1 at Forest, ahead of Wayne Hennessy. His last full season was at Sheffield United in 1920, as he shared duties with De Gea after that. That season he got 13 clean sheets and 16 bonus in just over 3,200 minutes. Forest had the second best defence in the Championship, but have a mixed opening 8 fixtures. Last is Paulo Gazzaniga of Fulham, who at 12% owned is the most popular 4 million goalkeeper. All managers that own him should also have a more expensive goalkeeper that will play every week. He got 13 starts last season, but is likely to be behind Marek Rodek, who got 33 starts. Fulham had the 3rd best defence in the Championship last season, conceding 43 goals. They've added Joao Paulinho in defensive midfield, but have a very tough first 8 fixtures. More FPL. Now let's look at defenders, starting with Ivan Perisic of Spurs, who comes in at 5.5 million. He was in my initial draft, but has been removed for other picks with greater security of starts. At the time of writing, he's had limited minutes, so let's see their final pre-season games. In Serie A last season, he got an impressive 8 goals and 7 assists in 35 games. Spurs have improved their defence and defensive midfield and have a pretty good opening 8 fixtures. Next is Kalidou Koulibaly of Chelsea, who comes in at 5.5 million. In Serie A last season, he got a decent 3 goals and 3 assists in 27 games. For just 0.5 million more though, you can pick up James or Chilwell, who have greater attacking threat. Both missed a decent portion of last season through injury, but then so did Koulibaly. Chelsea are looking to strengthen their defence further and have a good opening 8 fixtures. Last is Nico Williams of Nottingham Forest, who's comfortably the most popular 4 million defender in the game. He barely featured for Liverpool, but will surely be first choice right back at Forest. He did manage an assist in the 7 minutes he played, showing his attacking potential. He also got 2 goals and 2 assists in 14 games on loan at Fulham in the Championship. He's also played and performed well at international level, getting 2 goals in 21 games for Wales. More FPL. Now let's look at midfielders, starting with Raheem Sterling of Chelsea, who comes in at 10 million. Last season, he got 13 goals, 7 assists and 15 bonus points in just over 2,100 minutes. You'd expect him to get more minutes at Chelsea, albeit with less chances to score an assist per game. When he did get more minutes, he did manage over 200 points in 3 consecutive years. I think he's a good pick, but he's difficult to fit in alongside 2 premiums like Salah and Haaland. Next is Christian Eriksen of Man United, who comes in at a good price of just 6.5 million. He's one to monitor in terms of if he's going to play regularly and in what position. If he gets regular minutes, he could be a great asset and would also be on some set pieces. He had a great second half of the season on loan at Bournemouth, and United are a better team. United have mixed fixtures to start, so I think we can afford to wait and watch for now. Last is Jesse Lingard at Nottingham Forest, who also comes in at a decent price of £6 million. He barely featured for Man United last season, but still managed 2 goals in around 350 minutes. When he was on loan at West Ham in 2021, he got 9 goals in 16 games. Forest aren't as good a team, but he'll be a key man in their attack, and he could do well. He has a strong history in FPL from 15-16, and at 29, he's in his prime years. More FPL. Now let's look at forwards, starting with Darwin Núñez of Liverpool, who comes in at £9 million. In Portugal last season, he got an impressive 26 goals and 4 assists in 28 games. At £85 million, he should be first choice number 9, but does face some competition from Jota and Firmino. Liverpool have a very good opening 8 fixtures, and a triple up is looking like a good strategy. Núñez is a good pick, but he'd be my 5th choice behind Salah, Trent, Robbo and Diaz. Next is Fulham's talisman Alexander Mitrovic, who comes in at £6.5 million. In the Championship last season, he got an incredible 43 goals and 7 assists in 44 games. Fulham were by far the highest scorers in the Championship, scoring 106 goals ahead of Bournemouth 74. In 18-19, he got 11 goals and 4 assists in just under 3,300 minutes. He's probably one of the best picks at that price. It's just the opening fixtures that put me off. Last is Brennan Johnson of Nottingham Forest, who comes in at £0.5 million less than Mitrovic at £6 million. Unlike Mitrovic, he's untried at the top level, so let's see how he gets on against better defences. He was the 8th top scoring player in the Championship last season, with 16 goals in 46 games. Those numbers don't scream by, and I think we can wait and watch with Forest's fixtures. Their run from 6 to 12 are decent, so there could be a consideration for first wildcard. You may have noticed that I've often talked about the opening 8 fixtures for each team. That ties in with my first wildcard strategy, which I discuss in a video linked here. You may also be interested in my top tips for a successful season video, also linked here. I discuss the 3 best budget picks in each position in the video linked here. I'll be doing another draft video at some point, but here's my initial draft, also linked here. Thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it. Give it a like if you enjoyed it. How many of these popular new player picks are in your current draft, and why? Add your own thoughts and questions in the comments, and I'll try to get through as many as I can. More FPL.